Good morning, everybody. This is IER VIBEZ info. Shout out to YouTube.com and much love as well to all my subscribers. You guys, thanks for being part of the Vibes channel. If you ever have any questions, some shout outs, or would like your mentioned in my videos, to ask, I gladly will love to do so. And also, big special thanks to everyone from day one to each and every one of my 555 plus subscribers, you guys. And you're not just subscribers, you guys are a team, basically, so I call it. To me, subscribers really, I don't know, doesn't seem right. And as whether you have a channel or not, I always subscribe back. And if you have any other things linked, such as websites or social, and I will definitely go ahead and follow as well. Two things going on here. Promised you guys earlier I would do a quick update. Of course, as the usual, because we're using the basic map. Now we're gonna hit the 3D globe and see what's going on within the last couple of hours. Again, we are into the 15th of May. A long month, but it's flying by. Hawaii still erupting due to the volcanic issue going on, and as I mentioned earlier, and pretty much how I figured how it would all go down, well, it's following the exact beeline path from one end of the island all the way to the other end. My theory basically put it this way: many don't even see this, and of course, sadly, people on their islands are not really getting the info that they need to be getting. And it's going to be to a point, in a worst scenario, it's going to be a last minute deal. And it's already gotten close to the power plant. And of course, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, already 19 fissures. Pretty spooky. So let's get back out of here real quick. As far as the two things I got going on after this earthquake update, please stay tuned in. Don't go anywhere, because I decided to go on ahead. I got lots of catching up to do with all of you, and gonna be doing the Wolf Among Us. Yes, a game like life movie. You're the game, but in a movie form. Kind of hard to explain. You would have to watch. Story is superb. To play out the way this was all put together, this is one you do not want to miss. Please subscribe if you haven't yet already. Thumbs up, share, and hey, like I said, got any request? Shoot me what you got, because I'm here to post anything or anybody. Let's do this real quick. I don't want to hold anybody up long. Hawaii, let's take a zoom in. And again, we are using the Earthquake 3D, similar to the Walton.net, but this kind of tops it off because the fabulous 3D view and its accuracy. Walton.net is a accurate program, don't get me wrong, but one thing it's lacking is the Android app and 3D satellite imagery. So here is the last few hours just in Hawaii alone, and just to sit here and count, I'd say we're probably sitting well over 100 and some quakes. Talking about all these you see in the green, these are nothing major, but it just shows you pretty much what and how the path of this big island Hawaii is going. There is a lot of big movement going right up over here, you guys. You can clearly see, and this is near one of the H1 132s, and right within the neighborhood area of Nanawela Estates. Now again, we'll take a quick peek at these real quick. 2.1, and majority of these are into magnitude. If you're new, everything from green 2.0 all the way up to 2.9 start hitting the yellow circles. Well, we were stepping up to 3. Red, well, that is 4 and 5 magnitudes, and if you see the high bright pink, well, we're looking anywhere from a 6 up to the highest magnitude, which the highest I've seen since 2016 was an 8.7. That was in Mexico. Pretty sure many of you remember that earthquake. So as far as these quakes, you guys, keep alert for the next. We're looking at not just possibly 4.5 maybe ticking around the corner, and not just one. It could be multiple. Don't want to give you exact numbers because I am unsure. I will say I am expecting minimum 1, max 5, and could be more. And for all we know, the way how this situation is going for Hawaii, could they see another 6 magnitude quake? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear your input. Could this happen? Zooming on out, as you can see, this is only the last few hours. This is constantly updated. Nothing beyond 24 hours. And taking a look at the West Coast from earlier's update that I did a few hours ago, you could see clearly right here, as I was mentioning, about California's main West Coast line receiving not one, but multiple 3+ magnitudes that are going to be close to a 4. This earthquake we're looking at is a 3.45 magnitude. Very, very shallow at only 8.74 kilometers in depth, and it is a 3.45 magnitude. So very well close to a 4 magnitude. So I certainly now would jump this up to a good 90% chance. Not just alone 3.4s and 3.5s, but possibility for the whole rest of the 7 days ahead of us. Keep a high watch out for the whole West Coast, including that Cascadia Fault, for a possible 4 up to a 4.5 magnitude quake, and could possibly be seeing about 3 to 4 of those within the coming 7 days ahead. As far as these threes go, do keep a watch for these 3 magnitudes because of this one right here. Struck right in you all know San Francisco, that they had and widely felt throughout. Small magnitude quake at a 3. Something's definitely going on beneath those grounds. Zooming back out, we're going to go ahead and take a stroll all the way up to Alaska, and things are building up. This is all throughout this whole territory. These is probably not just one, but is within the categories of the most active, more volcanoes, which is all we need. 4.2 magnitude earthquake. I did mention also how within the next few days ahead, there's going to be a lot of stuff occurring. And due to the near 6.0 magnitude, which we will go show you if it hasn't yet cleared up on the other end of the globe, there was 2 quakes right next to each other, one after another. And well, when it happens like that at such magnitudes, I pretty much basically mentioned the doozy domino effect, sending its shockwave through the Earth's tectonic plates, which they consider called the Ring of Fire. Because there is nowhere to stop all the vibration from the shockwave, it's bouncing one to another until basically bam, it hits a spot where it triggers another 6, 5.4, or as it's happened, a 7 to an 8.0. And then when those occur, well, then that's where you see multiple quakes. Now, people have actually commented and told me, no, these are aftershocks. The difference between aftershocks, and I'm not a pro, I've been doing this for the last few years, and I do it as a hobby. I learned it on my own, and I've been very well accurate in predicting you to provide accuracy of coming quakes ahead, from a day, couple days, to a full 7 days of what to watch. Very well accurate I've been. But again, I believe many would also agree, though, despite the others that did not. Aftershocks occur in the exact same zone when an earthquake strikes, especially when they're shallow. When a quake at such shallowness depth, say for example 6.2, and then right afterwards you're seeing about 50, 60 earthquakes right after within a 30 to an hour full minute range, and pretty much bundled up in just one area. Those are aftershocks, whether people agree or disagree. Hey, either way is fine, but in reality, think about it. Now, the domino effect from such magnitudes, as I mentioned for the example, well, they spread out. And when they spread out, you notice how an hour later, bam, say for example, Fiji Islands gets hit with a 6, but then next you know, after that hour, Papua New Guinea gets hit with a 6.5 because it starts to spread. Then the Philippines, then Japan, then of course Indonesia. And those of you who've been watching me for quite a bit of some time pretty much get to feel know my pattern of how I'm able to do what I do. Now going into South America, things picking up. So do keep a watch out also because we see possibly right up in the heart of here main plate. They just pretty much another weak zone. Keep an eye for a possible 4.5 days. Nothing no more than one. Well, to this mustard color, which is a 4.2, pretty show well deep at 237.0 kilometers in depth. Folks, also please let me know how this stream goes after. I will be checking, make sure, hopefully the previous live stream was a little bit laggy. Comments and the support to love. Now, following after these quakes, we have multiple that are steering up 3.2s, 3.6. Go stat on my scale. We're going to go ahead and put that at a 4.0. Remember when earthquakes do occur in the time magnitude from say an 8 or 3.9, and I've seen earthquakes downgraded 8.3s to a 6 bar. And anyhow, continuing on, these quakes you do see right along through all of South America are going to be starting to spread within the next 2 weeks. You'll see going past Peru. And then also coming up over here, you have Guyana. And don't forget, another weak zone, Costa Rica. This quake right here, a 4.0 magnitude. And I could certainly tell you one, it is a 4.0. Wouldn't surprise me if it was a 4.1 to top it off. This was only 26.0 kilometers in depth and as you can see listed as a 3.9. 4.1. Here is where things are going to start getting more active as we start to head towards into Mexico. 4.1 only 15 shallow kilometers in depth. And then also take a look over here. Bam. 3.8 falling by another 3 plus magnitude earthquake. Well, we have the 3.5 and this quake over here inland. Now Mexico's quake is you already